Yeah. That's the one on the way over. Yeah. So what? You got a gem? You got a gem? Where's the gem?
No, I don't have a gem.
All he hears is gem.
Seriously, you're just saying gem.
What's that talking gem?
Everything else is just white noise.
I was going to call him Egbert, but we have one of those. All right, we've got a new Egbert. We'll call him Egbert 1. You can be Egbert 2.
What? I've been demoted. Egbert, if it's not too personal a question, did you hatch?
No.
Okay.
I used to be a human.
I heard execution party.
But I know, like,
Party.
But we got to go to the party. I see you.
I feel like we should get out of here before he
I had
realises.
you at a party, didn't I?
Yeah. Have a good time with the
I don't have a bedroll, so I borrow Dobbs and put it underneath his knees so that he can at least rest. Because I kind of feel bad.
He'll be beaten savagely for that when the city guard comes.
I won't be Prudence, because I think she's cool.
I'll be Prudence too.
There's Prunes. Prunes, the hate wizard. And Green Man.
The synthetic
You're allowed
stuff.
real fair, sorry.
Really? Sick.
Only if you've, you know...
I wear a coat made of 80 wolves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be a minion.
And I will be a sexy nurse.
Sexy minion.
Yeah.
On the horse.
Oh, you're just burning them.
Yes.
Look at them walking.
They're
I hate them so much.
Absolute scum.
Could you, pretty please, go over to the rich person entrance and I will give you sugar cubes.
I was going to say, why should I trust you? But you just went straight for a bribe, so...
What up?
Yeah.
We've arrived. I think at this point it's very important that we all step out in slow motion, put on our masks, and we throw the horse keys to the valet.
Yeah.
Okay, so just hurls the bag of oats at the doorman, the valet, who thankfully is well versed in this stuff. He just kind of snatches them out of the air and is like, "Don't worry, sir. We'll park them up."
Not a scratch on them.
They've already got too
case
many.
in point, so I believe they actually do have some scratches.
We're done
on
with
them.
this conversation.
Listen, I'm not going to be held liable for this. Prudence, you've murdered enough people. Like, he wields it like a weapon, and he has the eyes of a killer. He says, "A good evening."
For God's sake.
80 wolves.
Don't tell me that as you leave a party, you wouldn't like a big thing of defrosted beef.
You just push everyone else aside.
Right. And in my finest sexy minion costume, let's say.
Sure.
You've seen those?
I mean, they're all sexy.
Okay, I shimmy up to the front of the queue in my sexy minion
And you're like,
outfit.
fellow.
Legs for days. And I say, yeah.
Banana.
He uncouples the velvet rope, ushers you there, uncouples the other half of the velvet rope and just starts stamping on it like it's his fault.
I make an obscene gesture at everyone in the queue.
And just starts simpering along beside you. I don't believe I saw your rider. I'll ready a green room for you right now. Or would you prefer a red room or a purple room? What was it you wanted in the room? Obviously
room.
we'll have a red room. And what did you want in it?
Blood.
Blood. Okay, yeah, right away. Anything else? No, great. Red room of blood coming up. He's gone.
We could
have
have
asked
got the
for the
emerald
gem as
tear
the
on our
yeah.
rider.
But all I want is blood.
Oh, that's fair. We have blood at home. Okay, I start filing chunks off the gold statue. Giles starts talking. Egbert, I throw a bomb.
Dare I ask?
Team Egbert.
I am I'm going to
The dance floor.
go to the dance floor, yeah. I crack open one of my six-pack tinnies and start cutting a rug.
Okay, so it's...
It's like somebody framed all their tea towels.
Oh, were you painting with a shoe?
Okay, so you make a circuit of the upper floor.
I noisily vomit. No.
And by the time you get back, the sick that you deposited earlier has almost been cleaned up, and you've sent more than one artist who was lurking in the shadows by their own work, running out of the building crying.
Good. Learn to paint, idiot!
Nothing untoward there, but you could have sworn behind one you heard the faint sound of a young woman crying.
Well, we can ignore that. So,
We're just killing time until the address. We're assuming he's going to be heading right down those stairs any minute.
As we step together in a courtly dance, I say, I hope the guys upstairs are doing okay, not harassing any 19-year-old
Yeah, I
girls.
hope so as well. That would be really weird.
That would be weird.
I'm sure they've
of
got it
them.
under control.
But immediately, all sound in the room ceases.
Even this guy.
I'm so glad you asked.
I'm still...
Disco Inferno!
I think he knows we're onto him. Scatter!
Yeah, we're doing that. It's like the pinky out. That's how you know we're fancy.
We fancy.
We fancy.
Okay. Well, they weren't cheap, I can tell you.
Oh, you can tell. You can tell. You have so much money.
I talk to the attendant standing outside the house and say, is there a smoker's area? Because I'm like...
Oh, you should have been there minutes ago.
Really?
It's pouring out of your eyes, man.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yes.
Would you like a tinny?
I would, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, I hand him a tinny.
Oh, I couldn't possibly say, my boy. Not after just one tinny.
Well, as it happens, I bought a six-pack.
Right this way. You sit down in some fine armchairs and you crack into some cans. Who am I criminally neglecting? We should probably go back to Team Stealth.
yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. You're bothering a 19-year-old.
Is Horatio, you know him, is he the kind of dude who would get blind drunk?
Not really.
Amelia, I've got his lab reports here. Says no alcohol in his system.
And that's the story that your dad is telling downstairs. I listened at event.
I'd let you look at it, but I mean, you don't need to.
Here it is. This one's got. Look, this was alcohol that they tested, and then they ran it against what was in his blood.
Amelia, we ran the labs.
Amelia,
What?
I know that you love your father. I haven't known him very long, but in a way, I love him too. But you know deep in your heart, this is the kind of thing he'd do.
The lab reports.
Or, she says, reaching out and just sort of like grabbing hold of a very ornate hand pull. She says, I pulled twice on this, and my father's personal guard come and gut you right here. That's a wisdom perception check from you, Dov. Let's call it a 15 because there's a like Hurricane Corazon is tearing through the room.
First, we look for little clusters of 3 characters that could be potentially gem.
Yeah.
And we imagine that if this is about a gem, then those 3 characters will be repeating quite a lot.
Samesies.
Yeah.
I dare say before you were even born, my child.
I'm nearly 100.
And I demanded he fight me in a duel because we are very keen on that sort of thing here.
Oh, lovely.
And he gave me this scar.
Ah, but I bet you gave him a bigger scar.
Yes, I killed him. He described it to me and I said, yes, that's the one. It's the emerald tear. It's blue as the sky. And that's when we knew he'd done it. That's when we knew.
Oh, interesting.
Then he shall never know where the queen is, even if it is right under his opponent's nose.
What's chess? What I'm getting is, there's something inside your face.
Oh, no.
Am I even close?
No.
Get him, Egbert.
There's about to be my boy.
I mean, I'm not classically trained, but...
Now, Amelia Hawthorne, was it?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. And that is your real name, Amelia Hawthorne?
Yes.
I move a fainting couch from the side of the room further into the middle towards Amelia.
What would you say to me, Amelia, if I told you now that your name isn't Amelia Hawthorne?
I'd probably...
Amelia, what if I were to tell you that your real name is Amelia Bookman? Yeah, that's right. Of Hawthorne and Bookman. The other one that isn't Hawthorne. Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous. He died before I was even born. And, like,
How soon before you were born? More than 9 months?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Keep going with the explosive revelation.
Sorry, the explosive revelations, yes. What if I were to tell you that Giles Hawthorne isn't your real father?
I'd say
That's right. Your real father is Mr. Bookman. Giles Hawthorne had your parents killed.
What?
That's right. Gasp. The lab results, the DNA!
What's a lab?
God, I hope those guys upstairs aren't harassing or kidnapping
Yeah.
a 13-year-old.
I didn't kidnap anyone.
In team stealth. Basically, the rest of you were outside, and you're just like, oh, that is definitely grease. That's he's cast grease. I know that smell. It normally smells like death. But he basically sort of swings on the chandelier and sort of like gathers, like it's like with his legs. It's like an ant, just like I want to eat it. Gathers these 6 people together and they just headbutt each other.
Egbert, help
Egbert,
us.
where's the
Where
gem?
is
You're
the
our
gem?
only hope, Egbert.
It's behind his face.
What is going on here?
Tell you what's going on here, you idiot. It's the emerald here. Oh, well, I thought that Horatio stole it. Well, guess what? It's here. So you have
What
been...
is the meaning of this?
It's in the safe. You hid it. You framed Horatio. That's his name.
Also, every time we mention it, everyone laughs. This is not news.
Who are we talking to?
Bear down protocol.
Yes. I turn into a cat.
I pick up Merylwyn the cat and I hurl Merylwyn the cat directly at Giles.
Just as I hit him, I turn into a bear.
You're welcome. The crazy thing is that during all this commotion, the bloody emerald vanished. I mean, who knows where it went? Just mad.
It's a mystery, I'm sure. Amelia? And she just goes, come here. And they share a hug. And you stand there admiring it.
Oh.
And then a valet just tears past with your carriage and horses. It's like, goodbye!